grandfather being Barry Alvarez, and did a good job raising him.
Prescott, Lamb, ball comes out. And this is going to be an interesting call. This could be Detroit's ball, and they're calling it a touchback as Vildor forced it out.
That's a good call. It's inside the pylon when the ball came out.
Yeah, two things there. You got to confirm the catch, which it's clearly a catch controlled more than 2 feet. Fumble into the end zone.
Backing out of it, it was going to be a quick passing play.
Looked like a direct snap to Walker as Smith stepped out of the way, and it did not fool.
In the game, Oluwatimi, and they were trying to do a direct snap to Kenneth Walker, kind of missed it. Kenneth Walker bobbles it, and that becomes just a horrible play for the Seahawks, unfortunately. I like what they were trying to do, but the execution wasn't good.
Seeing a good field there as the golf season begins next week. Punt back to the 20. Thompson with a good play again, forces the fumble and recovers. Najee Thompson. He makes a play here on Toure.
Wow, just when you need it most, the ability to get up, though, and recover that football. He was face down on the ground and somehow still beat Toure up to go get it.
Santos. And this is going to be returned by Alford. Alford. 15. Again, a lot of slower players on the field on these type of plays on a short field goal, and Alford maneuvers down the sideline, maneuvers back in. Alford stumbles down at the 15. Wow, he almost did it. Shades of the Iron Bowl while back. Short field goal with the toes near the back of the end zone. Alford.
Stints with Dallas and the Jets. The pitch doesn't go well, and the ball is free. Recovered by Baltimore.
I think one of them is Mike White pitches it, but Chris Brooks thinks it's going to be a handoff play because he came so shallow as to take the handoff from Mike White. Mike White thinks it's a pitch to the perimeter. He pitches it, and because he does that and Brooks comes so shallow, the ball's right on him. You see how he's making a pocket with his hands? That tells me he's thinking it's a handoff play.
Charbonnet in the backfield. Another fumble. Ball came loose.
My goodness. Oh, no, it's going to be incomplete. It was a forward pass. Geno Smith, he's going to get the ball, and that's all you need. That little bit makes it a forward pass.
Tried to get it into the hands of...
Play action. Flacco falls down. Ball is out, and he's able to recover it.
You can just see he's very comfortable here. Comes through the fake clean. He just loses his footing.
2nd and goal. Oh, he tripped. Got tripped. Gets on his feet. And incomplete.
Wilcox is wide open. Good job protecting the ball. You go down, and that happens when you're under center. You near the end zone.
But the score, because the move was exceptional by Tyreek Hill, and then he bobbles it and can't get possession. And that touchdown that was going on the board does not register.
Here's Mayfield. Back to throw, going deep, and he's got a man wide open, and he's got him. It's Palmer. And now he lost the ball. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters if he's not contacted. He's clearly a runner. He's taken a bunch of steps. He's clearly a runner.
Right on the field.
Yeah, he's not touched. That just sums up. That sums up Tampa's day.
Because Kelsey knows to get the first down, he's got to get going the other way. If he would have taken the leverage to go back and get that ball.
For the Bears. Sidearm throw. Tyler Scott dances out of bounds. Has the first down.
2nd down and 5. For it again. Dropped it. Picks it back up. And gets smothered.
They keep going to that pole lead play with those guards. They running it to the right and to the left. That ball was in. It just looked like Ford maybe just somehow lost his focus. Now,
Just not, that's one that CeeDee Lamb catches, but this throw was not. And if he hits Mitchell in stride and gets it on him, he gets the 2-point conversion. But the ball was low. You're going to see they push up with Laporta to give Mitchell room on the route.
move on the field. See inside here. The ball go off the hands of Tyrod Taylor. He had it turned. He had two hands on it. Slightly to the right, but they're never perfect. It's just a miscue.
Attempting to deliver the football to, and it's incomplete.
Really, I love how Jenkins, it looks like the offense is staying on the field here.
This week talked to us. I brought up the Barmore and the type of game that he had a week ago. He said, listen, playing tough three techniques and interior linemen that cause pressure on a quarterback, that's the hardest thing for a quarterback.
Fourth, Bills drop today.
Well, he just takes his eyes off. You're going against, and you can.
Flacco rolls, throws, caught, and Njoku. There he goes again. He loses the ball at the 40-yard line. Scramble for it at the 40. The Jets think they have it.
Eventually getting on top of that. I don't know, maybe Mosley got on top of it as well. Ball bounced around. He's chasing it. I think he eventually got it. Yeah, he did.
Looked like he had it.
Incomplete pass.
Let's check to see if this hits the ball. Oh.
Yep.
Backs today. So that's a big one here for Jacksonville fans.
Young able to escape, throws on the run. It's deflected and picked off. Intercepted. Antonio Johnson.
Rudolph is going to do that. They want that from the quarterback.
Rudolph on first down. Pass was bobbled.
Oh, wow.
And then intercepted. Michael Jackson comes up with the pick.
Mason Rudolph, nice connection.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by Seattle. First down.
He has it the whole time and just fell out of his hands.
Tight ends too, Kylan Granson and Mo Alley Cox right here. And this is one I think sometimes you're starting to look for space in front of you. Right?
Heads out onto the field for Seattle.
Metcalf is frustrated with himself. I've seen him make that play 10 out of 10 times.
Adam Mark and Christina here at FedEx Field. Boy, Sam Darnold lost the ball there.
Henry was off the edge. He's trying to throw a bubble screen. He's like, nope, I don't want to have that thing get blocked. You see it right there, and then the wherewithal to jump on that.
Under, almost had a sack on Geno Smith. Geno Smith in the pocket, able to move his feet, step up in the pocket. Geno Smith did not see him at all. Man, right through his arms. And
location for this one, it's just pulling him outside. He was on top of Starling Thomas, so just keep him going down the field vertically. Don't
into the breadbasket inside the 30-yard line. Justin Fields rolled out, flings it through the hands of Moore.
And he runs right by Chidobe.
That went right through his hands.
Man, that was huge play.
Yeah, Mahomes
got away from Jaron Hall. You can see it. It just slipped out of his hands and sailed all the way over. And the question...
I would bet if Brandon Staley were the head coach, they would be going for it.
Oh, they try to fake. It was fumbled in the backfield. It's not going to work.
You called it, James Lofton. And they're going to try to snap it and then go behind the motion, but he drops the ball. And I think the Broncos, James, were ready for that fake just like you were.
That snap looked a little hot for that personal protector. He let it get all the way to his chest. Once that happened,
that'll do it.
2nd and 7. Looking for help. Mahomes able to shuttle it away. So with Robinson, little wildcat drops it. So you mentioned it, Ross. Atlanta took care of the ball in their winning, trying to trick against Chicago on this opening drive.
Well, that was going to be another trick play, and I'm pretty sure.
Touchdowns on the season for Reed. Carlson's extra point is no good. It is wide to the left, and he is the only player in the league to miss 5 extra points now on the season.
Match up with these Viking receivers for that group.
2nd and 7. Jaron Hall throws off the hands, and it's picked off. In and out of the hands of the tight end, Johnny Munt. And Johnson kind of did a double move and went back outside. And when those things happen, you're kind of lucky that there's not an interception, that a DB isn't able to make a play on it.
Touchdown.
Oh.
They used the double
catch. I mean, there's like no window at all, but it falls to the ground.
You're exactly right, though. The ball had to be there, high and away.
Those safeties were back. They were eyeing that ball. wasn't a lot of separation.